guys! Thank you so much for clicking on this video. The amount of support I've got for doing this over the past few days has been amazing, and I'm literally so grateful for every single one of you. Even if you don't watch this video, thank you for clicking on it, and yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to, and yeah, just enjoy the video. I originally wasn't going to do a YouTube channel until I reached 10,000 followers on TikTok, but I did a video about it and the support I got was insane. So I thought I'd give you what you wanted, and we're starting off with a Q&A video. Which also, I thought I was only going to get like 3 questions, and I got so many questions, so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start answering your questions because, I don't know, I'm so excited. I just want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you. I am so unbelievably grateful, and yeah, I can't wait to keep making content for you guys. If you have any ideas of what content you want to see, then just let me know, and I will do more if this does well, so yeah.
Some absolute legendary, I don't know, oh, that's me.
A huge thank you to my best friend who just made that intro. I gave her a song and a backing picture that I wanted, and I was like, here you go, make an intro for me please. And I cried when I saw that. Honestly, thank you so much. Her Instagram will appear here at some point, but she's amazing. I love you so much, Maya. Thank you so much for that. Honestly, it means a lot. Anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first question is, who is your favourite woman? I'm guessing that's in Formula 1. Yeah. In Formula 1, my favourite woman would probably be Claire Williams. People have mixed opinions on this, but personally I think it's amazing how, I mean, she's kind of a was now, but she balanced her life, like she balanced her family and stuff, and she was such an inspiration for women who wanted to get into like the engineering management business sort of side of F1 instead of having a racer role model, which you do, like Jamie Chadwick, Sophia Floresh. But I think Claire Williams for me was a huge inspiration, and yeah, sort of kick-started the fact that I really wanted to work in F1. What was a thing or person that inspired you to get into motorsports? I think it was my dad. Do I have a nickname? Yeah, Abs. My real name is Abby. I was christened Abby, A-B-B-I, but I'm not a huge fan of the name, so people call me Abs with a Z. What's your specific dream job? Well, my dream job would be Toto Wolff. It would be a manager. What am I trying to get into? Just anything to do with the business side of F1. I mean, I'm more looking at the legal side right now, but just anything to do with management in Formula 1. But yeah, my dream role would be a manager. How can I connect to the meets about motorsport media and careers? Well, if you join Girls on Track UK community on Facebook, either they have the links on there, they post the links, or you have to register through the Girls on Track website, and then if you register, it's for free, and then they give you a link, and that link is to the Zoom call, which is where they host all the webinars, so hopefully that's helpful. From the cruise, who was your closest friend? Oh my god, that was so, oh my god, that was ages ago. Closest friend, Theo. I got along with Theo a lot. I got along with you, Diaria, very well, and probably Harry or Barry. I mean, I got along with other people, but more to the point with you guys. Who's your favourite F1 driver? George Russell. Now, you're probably just gonna swipe off this right now for me saying that. But honestly, I had a different favourite driver a few weeks before the Sakir Grand Prix. But when George drove in the Mercedes, it really changed my viewpoint on the talent of George Russell. So I changed my favourite driver to George. So yeah, it's George Russell. When did you know you wanted to work in F1? That's a very good question, because when I was young and my dad was racing, I didn't ever imagine I wanted to work in F1. I wanted to be a dancer. When I started wanting to work in F1, probably when I was like 15. I'm 17 now, so probably 2 years ago, when I started fully watching the qualifying, watching the practice, watching all the highlight things, and even though I've watched the race, and just I started really like getting into the sport and searching things up and watching different things. So I'd say when I was 15, I really knew that I wanted to work in F1. Why are you allowed to be so pretty? Thanks, Maya. I'm not, but I love you. Your biggest motivation... Oh, that wasn't English. Your biggest motivation to get into F1? My dad. I want to impress my dad and my grandparents. That's my biggest motivation. And another motivation is I want to have a secure income so that I can support myself and not have to ask from anyone else. And also I want to travel the world, which is a really open statement. I might not even get into F1. I just think my biggest motivation is family and, yeah, lifestyle. What are your impressions about Germans? I didn't do German at GCSE, but I knew a lot of people that did. I don't really have an impression. How do you think AlphaTauri will do this season? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Why do I keep filling in my hand? I don't know. I feel like they'll be quite good because it has to have that issue with their engine. And they can't start it because of importing reasons. So I think AlphaTauri and Williams do have a chance this year, and I think they've got a really good lineup. So I think that it could result in a few race wins. If you could work at any F1 team, which team would it be? Oh, that's a good question. Well, McLaren. No, William. No. If I could work at any F1 team, what would it be? Well, obviously McLaren, but any F1 team, Mercedes probably, because like they're so just ahead of the game, and they employ the best of the best. I'm not the best of the best, so that would be insane if I got there. So probably Mercedes, to be fair. But yeah, no, McLaren and Williams at the moment are where I want to be. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time and 10 years' time? That is a good question. Thank you for asking that question. 5 years' time? How old will I be? 17, 18, 19, 22. I want to be out of uni with a master's, working in the industry. I don't know. Yeah, I want to be at a stable pace. I want to have a good... I want to have made a lot more YouTube videos for you guys, and just, yeah, a lot more TikToks and stuff. But yeah, I want to be in the industry, either in a graduate role or in a full-time role. That'd be amazing, but not necessarily in F1, because that's sort of a big dream to have, but probably maybe in F2 or F3 or any other motorsport. Category. Favourite driver not on the grid? I think it's going to have to be Nigel Mansell, potentially. Or no, Frank Williams, 100%. I know he's not like one you'd think of, but I think his determination in the team, when he built the team, I just think it's incredible. So I think Frank Williams. How do you deal with the diversity and hate within women in motorsport? I mean, I'm personally not in the industry yet, but how do I deal with the hate? I don't get a lot of hate, to be honest. I get a bit. It doesn't really affect me because I just think to myself, when I get in the industry, sucks to be you because I'm there. But how do I deal with it? Oh, that's really annoying me. I try not to think about it. I grew up around a lot of men, like male, like my dad's friends, all of whom race, and it is hard because being a woman, it's like they say, what do you want to be? And I say I want to work in F1, and it's like, oh, you know. But a lot of people, I think it's changed a lot now, and a lot of people really do think that it's getting, well, the sport is changing and it is allowing a lot more women involvement, although how do I deal with it? I just don't really think about it. I just put it to the back of my head. If it really annoys me, I'll address it, but it rarely ever really annoys me, because I know that I'm working hard to get there. I'm gonna prove everyone wrong, you know? I'm gonna prove everyone wrong. Not many people do hate on me, so, you know, after this video they might, but that's okay. You should give me your snap. I don't give out my snap to anyone that I don't really know, so unfortunately, no. Sorry. How are you doing in lockdown? Good question. Lockdown. The one in November, was it in November? Was fine because I was in a bubble with my nan and granddad and my dad, so I'd moved between houses because you're allowed to do that, because if you live with two parents you can go between the two parents, and that was basically what I was doing. But now my grandparents are vulnerable, so I am not staying with them. I am staying with my dad purely at my house. It's lonely. It is really lonely because I don't have any siblings and my dad's always out at work. So whenever I'm not at school or dancing, it's lonely. Like, my only friend is Netflix. No, but my friends are really supportive and things. But it does get hard sometimes because there's not many people to talk to, and I do miss my friends a lot. But I'm fine. I have a lot of support from you guys, and that honestly makes my, like, I'm just sat here looking at my notifications, and guys, you make me smile so much, so thank you so much. What was the thing or person that inspired you to get into motorsports? My dad. My dad used to race a lot, and I sort of grew up around car parts, race weekends, trophies, that sort of stuff. From a really young age, I was exposed to the environment, and I don't know, as I got older, I'd watch Formula 1, and even now I'm sitting there and I'm watching it and I'm like, I really want to be there, and I'm kind of jealous, and 9 times out of 10 I'm watching it on my own in my living room. I think just my dad really did get me into the industry and sort of exposed me to it at a really young age, so I haven't really known anything different, to be fair. Why do you love F1? I think it's such a fast moving environment. Like, I'd really like to work in it because it's such a fast moving environment and everyone has to be always on their A game, and it's just such an inspiring sport. If you race in it, then you've got some huge talent, and I think it's incredible that there are so little people out of all the people that like race in motorsport that get into Formula 1, and I think it's such an achievement that I want to be part of the achievement of getting into Formula 1 and helping them with their journey and stuff. What's my favourite song? Can't lie, I'm a dancer, so I watch a lot of musicals. And at the moment, my favourite song is You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen. It's just, go listen to it if you haven't. Oh my god, it just, I don't know, it just speaks from my mind, and when I listen to it, it's just, oh, yes, go listen to it. Favourite track? Right, so it has to be Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi. I know it's a horrible track for like for driving. It's not that interesting because there's not really many overtake opportunities because of the straights. But because I've been there, I haven't been there for a race. Just saying, I've been there for a holiday. I think Yas Marina is the prettiest place. I mean, there's so many pretty places. Like Monaco is amazing, like Shanghai and Singapore. They're all amazing. But I've been to Abu Dhabi, and I think Abu Dhabi is amazing. So, but that's not my favourite track. My favourite track is probably either Spa or Silverstone or Barcelona. We've just got to love Barcelona because of testing. But yeah, that I can't really choose, to be fair. Do you have any tips for someone who wants to work in F1 media? Join the Girls on Track community, because they do so many webinars about working in the media, and it's really helpful. The knowledge that they give you is really, really helpful. But also, I think research, do some reading, do some research about it, maybe find some people that work in what you want to work in on LinkedIn and maybe message them. Don't be too harassing, but you can just ask questions and most of them answer. Also, I think maybe look into planning what you want to do in the future. So do you want to do a degree? Do you want to do an apprenticeship? Maybe sort of look into that, because that could be really helpful. And then when you come to applying for jobs, you know what you want to do, and they will appreciate that when you go in there and you say, I want to do this, I've got this, and they will appreciate that, and they will look at it and they will think you're determined, which you are. And yeah, I think that's an amazing thing to have. So yeah. What are you studying? I'm currently studying 4 A-levels. Business, blah, 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 blah. Business, economics, geography and dance. Business, economics and geography I do at my school alongside an EPQ, which I have actually finished now, which I did on Women in Motorsport. So if you want me to show some stuff about that, I can. Dance I do at the Royal Academy of Dance in London, which is something different, just because I wanted to be a dancer for so long, and dance is the only way I get to express what I feel, and I just love it. And it's such a break from doing economics, geography and business. So, and I've met some amazing friends, and you'll probably see them on my YouTube channel at some point. But yeah, dance is really cool. But yeah, no, that's what I'm studying right now. I'm looking to go into law. Any tips on starting to get into the F1 community? Network. Network is a huge thing, which I have just learnt now. So follow people on Instagram, message those people that are inspirations to you. Get on TikTok, follow some influencers on TikTok. Me. I mean, I wouldn't say I am, but follow me. Make friends and comment and stuff, and that is a good way to network and to be around people that want to do the same as you. And also join the Girls on Track F1 community on Facebook, because that's an amazing place to join. But yeah, just network and research what you want to do, and really have a key plan of what you want to achieve, because that really helps me in achieving what I want to achieve, which is a degree. How did you get the idea of working in F1 or motorsport? Thank you, Tessa, for asking me so many questions. It's so cute. How did I get the idea? Well, I think I was sat watching a race one day. I have actually had the headphones on once at one of my dad's races, and ever since I sat on the pit wall and I had the big headphones on and I had the big thing that makes you speak to the driver, and I touched the button and I had to tell my dad to lift and coast, which was not good because he hated that. And yeah, lift and coast, if you don't know, means just slow down to save fuel. And I had to tell my dad to do that during a 24-hour race because none of his team wanted to say that to him. So I didn't know what it meant at the time. But I think at that moment when I was sat there and I had the headphones on, I was sat next to a girl who was writing down all the times, and I was just in the middle of the whole team and stuff. I think then I was like, I want to do this. I really want to do this. And then when I got into watching F1, I was like, oh my God, I actually can do this, It's something that I can aspire to and potentially achieve. And TikTok has also boosted my confidence so much into getting into the sport, and to help so many people like me that originally had no idea of what to do. And I want to help people, and I will always be there to help people, even if I do get into the sport, or if I don't, I will always be here to help you guys. If you could drive any F1 car from any era, which would it be and why? I would obviously love to drive this year's car. Like, they're fast. I would like to drive this year's car. I don't think I'd have the strength to do so, and I also have really big shoulders, so sometimes I have a picture of me in an F1 car and I didn't actually fit, so that's an issue. Because my shoulders are huge. Like, I'm tiny, but my shoulders are just like, yeah, out here. I would race... When Frank Williams first designed the Williams F1 team car, I'm not sure what... It was in like the 1900s. I can't remember. I'm such a bad fan for not knowing that. But the car that Frank Williams designed, because I know it's not the best, because obviously like what is out now is the best. But I would love to race that car. Oh, that would just be amazing. Good question. So much for watching this and asking questions. So if you have any ideas that you want to see me do in the future, then just either message me, put it on Instagram or TikTok or on YouTube, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it, and I'll do this again at some point, featuring my tracks on my wall. Although they're kind of falling off. It's kind of sad. The jello is falling off. It's okay, we'll fix it. If you would like to subscribe, that would be an amazing thing, and I would really appreciate it. Keep looking at my TikTok, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and yeah, have a great day. Thank you so much.